I'm going to embellish, matte and embellish the album using the leftover paper from the full pack and the essentials pack, and then also whatever's left in the booklet. I have all my larger pieces of paper off to the side, the little bits and bobs that I've got left. I've started to, as I cut out some of the little cut aparts and embellishments, I keep them in the trays. I try and put the same things together, like these are more embellishments and elements, and then this is more wording and tags and cut aparts and things like that. All right, and then I've already done quite a bit of the prep work and already started to stick a lot of the stuff. My plan is to do just one of the signatures with you. The rest I've already done. So again, what I would normally do is I would go through my album and decide up front where I want the photographs to be. So I'll show you already. So I'm going to have a photograph here. I've just banked it in there for now. And then inside here, I've also cut quite a few photographs, photomats, extra ones off to the side that are going to go in here. They just need to be put onto backings. Okay, and then I already have decided the photograph here, and then in my goodies that I've cut out, once I have my photographs in, I will then decide what goes in over here. So I'll probably put another pattern paper with a sentiment on top, or maybe I find something else in here that would work a little bit better. But these are the bits and pieces that I normally would add once the photographs go in. So my plan is to have a photograph here, over there, and then when we open up, here's a place for journaling. And then I have a card. I haven't put it in yet, but I'm going to use these. I've got the 3 of these, so I'm going to use these ones to go inside. But that forms part of the embellishing. Right, then it opens up this way, and then we have a flap that goes down here, and there's place to put some more pattern paper at the top there. And then this one opens up this way, and we've got space for some more pattern paper here. Again, these are the little bits and pieces that we need, so I normally leave that till the end. Right, and then here, I know I want to photograph there and there, and I've specifically put them here so that they're hidden under the belly band. And then put some pattern paper down so that I can embellish. That's the flap there, and I will be putting a photograph in over here and then embellishing. I haven't stuck these down because, again, I want to have the option to be able to maybe add an extra one. So once I start to go through and decide what photographs I want to put in, because this is the insert, I might want to put this put in a landscape one, and then put 2 portraits over here or something like that. So I will often leave the inserts and the embellishing, the adding the little extras till the photographs are in. Right, then here I plan to have do just a plain like scrapbooking layout, and I'll show you, we'll do one together, and then the recipe that I use on this one we're just going to carry through. So then I have the pocket again that opens and closes. I have a photo that's going to go at the back there, place for more, and then you can see I've gone ahead and just done quite a bit of the work already. That one's going to go in there. It opens up, and then I've just kept the same kind recipe going. Right, and I already know what's going in here, so here I've already put the little sentiment in, and I still need to put some pattern paper at the top like that. Again, I've just kept the formula the same, and my photo at the back there, with the option then to decide at a later stage what I want to add there. And like I said, my formula for my page, that's going to go over here. I already have that in place. I've already decided what to do. Okay, and then this is the very back pocket. So I want to see what paper I've got left. I'll put a piece of paper down there. I've already put the paper clips in for that. And then this one, I'm going to, I want to put my photograph slightly over like that. I'm going to have a photograph at the back, and I want to have another photograph on the inside, so we can see if it's going to work or not. I will most likely just put these ones over here like that. and then leave that open for some journaling. But I like to have a plan in place before I start sticking things so that I know where I'm going. And then I also, once I've decided, basically formulated a recipe in the first signature, I just carry that through for the rest of them. Okay, so you can see here there is place to be able to put in lots of extra photographs in all the little pockets and bits that we've got. Right, so I'm going to run through the one signature with you, and then you'll see how that carries through for the rest of the album. So here I've already decorated the inside. I've just attached a piece of paper like that with a bit of a border. I've tried to keep this border running down to match this, so it almost looks like it runs there. And then just stuck the little sentiment on there, and I will be adding, I have quite a few cut out. I just want to add in a whole lot of photo mats here. They just need to be matted onto some black cardstock to stick out like that. Right, so that's that. So I started off with the envelope, and remember, paper clips are your friend. Right, so I've measured my flap. Remember, the flap measures 7 centimeters, so I know I need to cut a piece that measures 6.5 by 19.5. And then my inside pocket measures 10 centimeters, so I'm going to cut a piece that measures 9.5 by 19.5. And then inside here we could go with an 8 by 19.5, and we already know that this one is going to be 6.5 by 19.5. And that's basically how I go through. I work out my measurements, and then it makes it easier when I'm sitting with everything on what to cut. So yeah, I've cut my little piece. I chose to use that, edited that little piece off this pattern paper, and then I've rounded the edges. I think it looks quite nice. And then for this little piece for my pocket, I'm going to just pop this green. It's got this on the back. I'm just going to put that in over there like that. I think that's going to look quite nice. Right, and then I wanted to carry on with the greeny theme, so chose the dot. It's one of these that I've chosen, and this one's going to go in over there like that. So I think that then picks up nicely with the pattern, the greens and the blues on this side. So it's going to close up like that. So you have the option as well, if you wanted to pop a photograph on the top like this and use that as part of your closure. There are plenty ways to be able to do this. You're not limited to just what I'm doing. Right, so then for the next one, like I said, I want to have a photograph over here. Right, and we'll come back to that one in a bit. So for my pocket, again measured up and worked out what size I need to go inside here. So we need to get that in over there like that. It's going to go there. For most of them, I've chosen quite a plainish background for the back of this angled pocket. Then this one's going to go over here. So for this one, I measured in 5.5 centimeters from the side and 5.5 centimeters from the bottom, and then cut that to be able to get the angle to be more or less the same as the one that we cut for the pocket itself. So that's going to go in over there like that. We'll come back to this one. Right, then for the back of this, I have these photographs. I thought that they would look nice on the end here, and I'll explain now why I'm choosing to put the photographs at the end, at the edge. And then I have this little piece that I thought would look good here, and I have the hearts going at the bottom like that. All right, so there we go. Right, I chose to put my photographs more to the left so that when this flaps open, that I don't have it flapping over my photograph like that and hiding what's going on there on the photograph, because at this stage I'm not sure which ones are going to go in there, so I don't want to have like a weird ear, eye or nose sticking out when the flap is over it like that. That's why I chose to do it that way. Alright, so then for these flaps, I'm going to have a photograph on the outside, a photograph on the inside. I'm going to have one on the inside here. Alright, and then we're going to flip this open, and it is already open. We're going to have a photo on that one there and on this one here like that. And then the same with this. I'm going to have a photograph there and a photograph over here like that. Right, and then I need something to go on the top here. Like I said, I have already done most of the work. I chose to use the teddy bear paper. I think it's really cute, this paper. Right, so that I figured I'd have that on the top like that, and then repeat that at the bottom like that. Right, I cut a 1 centimeter strip of this pattern paper to go in there to hide that like that. When we close this, like I said, I've got 3 of these. I want to use them then as part of my embellishing, and then I'll put this over there like that. All right. And we'll close it up. Right, so because the pattern paper that I chose here, I've gone for like quite picked up the oranges and the yellows, the yellowish orangey colors that are in this pattern paper to offset this pattern like that. All right, and then we have the closure that's going to go, the insert for this belly band. All right. So I have my photograph that's going to go over there. Again, I will have the photographs on the inside here like this. I want to have them like that so that the flap hides them. And then I have my pattern paper that's going to go in over there like that. And then the pattern paper, no, sorry, I lied. This one's going on the top, going over the top like that. Sorry, got it the wrong way around. Oh, and then I have this one that's going to go in and lay like that. Right, so when my pictures are in, it's going to look quite nice. Right, so when this one slots in here now, the hearts lay on top of the orangey paper like that. And when you look, you can see that on this flap then I've used the same process. I've just put the hearts, and on the next flap I've used the like diamond shaped paper. Okay, so you can see how nicely that then offsets everything. For the piece that goes here, I've tried to make sure that I repeat pattern wherever I can on the page like that. Then, like I said, I'll show you the recipe that I have for this one. Okay, so again, using what's left over, I've done all the prep work. My plan is to have a photograph over there. I want to pick up this heart pattern that's on there to go over there like that. I didn't have a piece wide enough, so I'm going to paper piece. So I cut another strip of another piece of pattern, right? And then I want to have the bigger piece down the bottom here, and I'm going to have a shorter piece at the top there, right? And then just to give you an idea of the embellishing, because again, I always wait to do this part once I've got my photographs in. This, I'm going to put him over there, and I thought to put that little piece over there, and then just bring this in at the top, something like that. Just a little something at the top there like that, just to finish it off, and just to finish off my little visual triangle like that. So that's more or less where that's going to go. Okay, I just want to keep these little dudes together, otherwise they do. Right. So the recipe I've concocted for here is what I will continue to use throughout for the other two full pages that need to be embellished. Right, so then I didn't do this one on purpose. So this one photograph I'm going to have over there, and once I have it in place like that, I do the same thing. I measure the space. So this is going to be, I need a strip that's 5 centimeters. I then need to decide if I want it to go all the way down or just up to where the photograph ends. And I think for this one, I'm going to have it where the photograph ends, and I know I need a piece then that's 15.5. And then I need another piece that's going to run all the way across here, 15.5 by 4. Then I just dig through my stash. Let's work with this. So now I can have a look and see what's left in my, we'll use the little mini album. The booklet, we'll dig through the booklet to see what we've got. So I think it would be really nice to bring in some of the blue dots. Okay, so I think that will look good over there, and it'll pick up with some of the blue that's going on over there. And then the piece that runs across, I think that we can bring in some more of the diamond shape. And I think this bigger one will look good over here. So then I will now cut these pieces to fit my space. So I want the longer piece. So I'm going to have the dots over there, and I'm going to have this over here. So what I'll do is I'll cut this up, ink the edges, and then stick that down in place. Right, so that's basically how I would do that little bit. And again, once the photographs are in, we can then set about embellishing. Right, then for the front cover, okay, or the front cover and the side. So for the back, let's start there. The back of my album, I just pulled out this piece here. It's the 20 by 20, and then cut the back of this. I think we'll put the green down the bottom here like that. I think that's going to look really awesome. And then just to break that, I cut a 1 centimeter strip of the stripe, and I think that that'll be a nice way to finish off the back of the album. For the side, I've used these dots. I think that for the spine that the dot is going to look good, and I'd like to have quite a bit of the black showing. So I've just cut this. My spine is 4 centimeters. I have cut the strip to 3.5 so that I have quite a strong black border. If you don't want that, then you can just cut your spine to 4 centimeters if you don't want to have that much black showing. Right, and then for the front of the cover, I have pulled out this pattern paper from the booklet, the mini booklet, the 20 by 20. I had a nice piece of, still had some of this pattern left, so there's a 3 centimeters by 20 that's going to go over at the top there, and then another 3 by 20 that's going to go over here like that, and I'll just space it to fill up the space as much as I can, like something like that. Okay, and then I took this and cut 1 centimeter strips to create a border. So these are 20 centimeters across, 1 centimeter down to close that up like that. I fussy cut the little dude from the embellishment sheet, and then I thought I would just pop this, have this go over here that says happy boy. And then just to finish it off, I thought it would look nice if we just put a little banner at the top here like that, and then have this little word, so it goes handsome happy little boy. All right, so that's basically how I'm going to do the front and the back of the album. Okay, so I'm going to put some music on and stick everything in place. And then just a reminder, When I'm sticking my pattern papers down, I like to put some double-sided tape all the way around the edges, the pieces that are going to stick against the fabric, the construction tape, and then I'll add glue to that and then stick that in place. All right, so I'm going to quickly assemble everything and I will see you in a bit. there we go. That is as far as I'm going to go with this project. Okay, so I will do the rest off camera, and when I'm done, load up a full walkthrough of the project. I will still most probably add a little something here. I might punch out one of these little circles to go over here, or find something that I can add, maybe a star or something just to add in over there. But really very happy with the front cover. So everything is stuck in place. I haven't got all my photo mats matted yet, but I will be doing that as well. My only little mistake I think that I've made is when I open this up, I didn't put this part further up. I should have, because this sticks out down the bottom. So that'll bother me a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make like a flap that goes in over so that it covers this. And then when you open up, it does look nice. So you will lift this flap up to look, and then, but I'll fix that. Right, and then let me take one of these out. So for this angle pocket, we can put in some more photos. You could make taller mats to go inside here. But like I say, once you've decided what photographs, you could just probably put some journaling in here. You have the option to do that. But you saw how I then finished this off. And again, once I have the photograph on, there's the opportunity to go around and embellish. Then this one is also all nicely in place. There we go. Got an air bubble. All right. So all done. And again, add a sentiment. There's lots of place for embellishing. For this, I think because this opens up like this and this, I will have to make sure that my journaling is either just at the top and the bottom, and that it doesn't disappear behind there. So maybe what I would do is just put another pattern over here, and just a little block with some journaling that just runs underneath here, just fits under there, and then put some pattern at the top or at the bottom. We'll see how that goes. Right, then that opens up, and then we have these that open up this way and this way. So in this laser cut sheet, we have some tabs that you can just press out. Okay. And then we can just take our scissors, or maybe my scissors are close by, yeah. This, or a paper distresser, and you can just go around the edges. That then gets rid of the little perforation that keeps it in the page. All right, so this would be nice. Then you can easily go in and add a tab to the top of this. You can staple it on, you can stick it on. There are plenty ways to be able to do it, and they are done in a way that you could easily do them back to back. You don't even have to do them in the same color. So you could do one with brown, and one blue, beige, navy blue. So they are set up in a way to be able to put them back to back like that. Right, and then quite easily just staple that together and pop the tab onto the goodie. So you open and close it, and then I would then, if that was going to go in that corner, I would put another one on this corner like that. All right, so there are those options. You have that. Then remember, the tab does pull out, place for some embellishing. I will most likely cut another strip to go down here. I think there's too much of a gap there. And then again, like I said, with the journaling, and then when I've decided what I want to do, I will embellish that side with the photographs. Maybe I don't even want a photograph. Maybe I just want to put journaling there. All right, and then I finished off the one little layout. So the recipe that I've used here, like I said, I will use throughout the rest of the album. And then just keep copying. So whatever I did here, whatever was done, that's why it's doing that. So here we go. So whatever I did behind here, I'll just repeat that process behind here. Whatever I did behind this one, you can see I've already repeated that process. Yeah. For this one, I put them together and had the spacing at the bottom. For this one, I've split them and I'll put a spacing at the bottom. So it's just the repetition going through. Okay, see, this one I've left a gap again. And yeah, so that's basically the easiest way to tackle it. So the back of the album I will finish when I have done my layout for here. I just want them to work balance. That's why everything's still on paper clips, nothing stuck down, because maybe I want to put something else here, something different. So these two I will work on as a whole instead of separately. All right, I hope that you have enjoyed the projects for day 2, and I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's workshop. Thank you for watching.